here now. We here.
Yeah.
It's in the break room, y'all. Holla, holla, holla. Woo!
Friends of yours are friends of mine. What's that? What the?
You got it.
Yo, sir.
I say good day.
What you
I
say?
say good day. I say good day.
Oh, good day, sir.
Hmm.
How goes it?
All right. Was this lumberjack match today?
It was. I was lumberjacking some bush.
Lumberjack and bush. This is interesting. I don't understand. What does this mean? I don't understand. How do you lumberjack a bush? I thought it was I thought it was like the
Tree thing?
log guy. Don't you run on the log guy?
Oh
Right?
shoot. That cartoon at
That's
the end
what
of the night. You guys,
That's what it is, right? On the thing. Yeah. That guy.
that
What's that
guy.
guy's name? I don't even that
I don't
guy.
even know his
I'm
name.
sure. I'm sure we'll find that guy. There's a lot of good guy. There's a lot of good stuff in those little cartoons from back in the day.
Oh man, that guy. Oh man.
Oh, my favorite. I was
I'm
looking at the
gonna
other
find
day.
that guy. I'm gonna find that guy.
You got to
Put him
find
up.
that guy and the guy the other. Oh, the lion guy. He's like just a lion.
Oh
and
yes,
he's
yes,
always.
yes. That
Well, I
lion
forget
guy.
his name. I looked up his name the other day. He's
Was he
got a
French?
name.
Was he French?
Right? Yeah, I think he was pretty sure he was French.
He was French. That lion guy.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
talking about?
man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Rah, rah,
yeah.
rah, 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 that guy. Rah, rah, rah. That
That
guy is
guy.
lit, yo.
That
That
guy's
guy's lit,
gold.
man.
Yo, man.
Yeah, for sure.
You don't realize what you got until it's gone. You're like, oh man,
Right?
that's some good stuff.
Yo, like, cause kids, they don't get that. Like, they don't get the kids get that stuff now. They not like that. Because
No,
even when my kids were kids, they never get like Teletubbies is not what I'm talking about. I don't want that stuff. I want Yodelay Hoo and stuff.
like something like that would be like way too primitive for them.
They couldn't handle that.
No,
But
that's what
that's what they need. They need that.
they need.
The lessons that you learn.
They need to see something created out of a line.
Mm. Just wow. What? What?
No, right now everything is way too beautiful and way too advanced and way too like even mature. Like
You think? Yeah.
Things are way too compared to that line stuff. Like, come on, imagine it's just a line and then it just goes up like that and he's just going along a line and we're just like this. Where is he going? What's next?
Who's he gonna yell at now? Who's he gonna yell at now?
Ooh, he jumped over a ball.
You walked up the stairs. Yeah, like, but it is crazy how basic that stuff was. But you're right, kids can't handle that no more. They're too wired, man.
Yeah,
Or maybe that's because we didn't have anything else. I guess is that what it is? We were just bored.
Well, yeah. Like I mean, I don't even know if we were bored, but that was amusement to us. You know what I mean? Like we didn't see much more than that. That was good stuff to us.
It's like when Atari came out; those are the best graphics ever, right?
Guy.
Best graphics ever. Yo, look at these graphics, guy. I remember there was All-Star Baseball or the baseball game, and there was like not even a shadow on the ball. It was just how hard you hit the ball, yo. It was like it wasn't up, down, or nothing. It was just the square man before players and shit like that.
No, that was amazing. Like I had a Commodore VIC-20. Like I didn't have like a 64. You know what I mean? My Commodore VIC-20 and that had to like load up on a cassette tape.
Or floppy, yo.
No, not even a floppy. Mine was on a cassette tape. Like that's what loaded up my information, a cassette tape. And it took a minute to like load up a Pac-Man type game.
Yeah, you can imagine what that game would be on right now. That wouldn't even take up a
Nothing.
Speck of dust on your phone, guy.
Nothing. Like I'm thinking about, like, even to speak of that, like when I used to produce, I used to have to like hold certain information on a floppy disk, right? and you couldn't hold much more than, like, what was it, like 2.44 megabytes?
Yeah, nothing.
Or 1.4.
No, 512 2. Yeah. Something like 256.
Bro, like that was a kick. That was a kick drum.
That was a bit, and that disc cost like $50, yo.
Man. So to think, like, to make a beat, like you needed like a stack of floppies to like
pause. You gotta keep putting them in, yo. Switch it. Yo, that's crazy when you think about it. To
now you can do shit on your phone, like.
Now you can have, now I have access to like every song ever and all that kind of stuff and blah blah blah, and
Yep. To think of that.
It's stupid. Because I remember
even when I was getting rid of records. Go ahead. What are you saying?
I used to trade people because you used to burn CDs, right? You used to burn the CDs onto your computer. So other people would do that, and I would trade them my thing for their thing. Their
hard drive.
But it would be like hard drive, guy. It would be like 8 DVDs, you know.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Yes.
Swap it. Here's my 8 DVDs. Or you give me whatever. So I remember, because back in the day I had like 40 gigs. I mean, that was like back in the day.
40 gigs is
so
big.
I don't even know. 40 gigs was that was mine. Through what I got, through trading, through the CDs that I used to the burning, all that stuff that I used to do. That's what I always wanted, just to have my own shit everywhere. And now it doesn't even matter.
Right. Like it doesn't even matter.
It doesn't even matter. I can just go get whatever song I want.
Anywhere. Click. Wherever you are.
Quick. So my collection meant nothing. All that hard work meant nothing.
But I mean, it was experience.
Yeah, I guess it was good. Well, I learned different music from it, right? Because it would just be whoever. Oh, you do that too? All right, here, let's swap our.
Okay, so now you're getting a bunch of different
rock
stuff
music,
from different. Yes.
Some old music, this music, that, from different people.
So your archive is heavy.
I mean, I thought it was all right at the time. I thought it was all right. I had some different stuff in there. I can still see which ones are different based on how the phone's all set up and all that stuff. There's some stuff in there still from back in the day that you can tell that's the different stuff.
You still got the mixtapes with the Mace freestyles?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I know. I always wanted to get those on but they must be accessible.
Yeah, they're right here in the garage, guy. I hold there's a thing just so I can play tapes. Just so I can play tapes in the garage.
The Mace freestyles, those are my favorite, man. Mace.
Those tapes were killers, yo.
Mace was dope.
Murder Mace, yo.
Mace was dope.
Before Puff, Murder Mace on the mixtapes, he was sick, yo.
Mace was dope.
DJ Clue, Tony Touch. Who other tapes are in there? What's Doo-Wop? 95 Live. 95 Live is the best mixtape, one of the best mixtapes ever.
Well, my favorite mixtape DJ was DJ SNS. He was my favorite.
DJ SNS, right? That guy.
Yeah, he was loud, he was wild, and he used to cut and scratch on his tapes. And a lot of DJs didn't really do that, but he used to do that.
That's true. Yeah, he used to. I want to just go in there right now and pull stuff out. Well, I'm not going to do that right now.
So even when you hear Agile talk about when I asked him to make the tape, right? I specifically said, I want you to cut and scratch all over this tape. You know what I mean? Because I didn't want it to be just go
off. Yeah.
I didn't want it to just be like a regular tape that I could just listen to and everybody has.
I could have made myself.
Yeah, I wanted to have all the cutting and all this. I just want you to just do your damn thing. Yeah, it was dope.
One of those tapes has an Agile freestyle on it, guy. I'm gonna hold him hostage, guy.
What?
Agile freestyle, yo.
On one of the tapes?
It was like all of us were there one day, and yeah, so all of us were somewhere one day. Agile's on that. Neely's on that. There were people there like BJ.
So then it was
BJ
at Stretch's house.
I don't remember where it was. I think it was at Stretch's house.
Had
yeah,
to
it must
be.
have been. Had to be. But yeah, Agile Freestyle, yo. Pause. That was his name before, right? Pause.
Was it Pause?
I think so. I know it was Agile. I don't know if his name was Pause. I think his name would have been Pause at the time. Maybe something like that. Originally. No, I don't know about originally. I could be wrong. But anyways, he's freestyling, so I'm gonna hold him hostage one day and I'm gonna play it, yo. Unless you give me like a 1 hour of Jay-Z, yo, on a Thursday or something. It's funny. Yeah, pure mixtapes in there. Old mixtapes, man. Like even old Che mixtapes, Che and Jeff and Che Essence
Sound Crew. Yeah. I had some good times working for those guys. Running the mic at the clubs for them.
That's true. That is true. Huh. That's interesting. The day back in the day, yo.
Good times.
Think about that. Man, there's so much shit. Okay, we're old, man. We're old, but no, when you think about it, like shit, we're old. But look at all like when you think about that stuff, how long ago it was, but also just shit, that was a long time ago. And look at all of us still kind of, some way intertwined a little bit still with some things. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So it goes. So it goes. How about the Raptors, yo? How about them Raptors, man?
Bro, like what we discussed last time, I was happy with them, like even when they were losing, I was happy with them because I was like, they're losing, but their defense is still solid, and I was saying once their offense comes and matches, what their defense is doing, just straight, like even what was it? Last night's game? Knicks.
Pacers? No. Knicks, yeah.
Last night's game, they were down like
a little bit.
A little bit,
yeah. And they had to come back and run it back.
Yeah, and they sat on their defense and outscored that team.
That's the only thing Gary Trent has going for me and him right now is his defense. He's lickety split on defense. He's good on defense. I don't like his shot selection.
Was that no disrespect to Gary Trent?
No. I didn't say all that.
No, but that was once a thing, no?
Before, was it, right? Because we need.
Who's gonna hold him by his neck?
Yeah, right. Yeah, so I'm still working on that. But now I'm just trying to. His defense is helping me. His dedication to defense is helping me say, "All right, brother, you got some time. You got some time to work it through a little bit."
No, it's actually a really bright spot to see his defensive prowess on display because it wasn't what he was known for last year when he was with us. Like he was just like an offensive minded player, and to see how effective and how effective his defense is and how important it is to what's the success of that we're having right now. That's
true.
That's super awesome. That's super awesome.
True. Yeah, they look all right, man. I mean, I know it's early, but ain't nothing wrong with where they're at, I guess, at this point. Good to beat some teams, If the Knicks are a team, if you consider the Knicks a team. Pacers are supposed to be good. I know they're hurt a little bit, but I think they're supposed to be good.
We're hurting.
You gotta win the game. I mean, we're not hurting that bad. I mean, when's your boy come back, yo?
I mean, I don't know. The end of this month.
Does he come back soon?
End of this month, at least. But just to think, like if anybody else's best player is out of their lineup, they're not doing what we're doing.
What if the third best player is not in their lineup?
Who's that? What are you saying?
I mean, he's at least the second best player. You'd have to almost force him down. You could. What do you mean? He's got to play up. He's got to play a minute. Who? Best player? Who? Like,
okay.
He could be third. He could be third. He could be third on the team.
Are we talking about Precious Achua? Who are we talking about right
now? I mean, if we want to,
you couldn't be talking about Spicy P.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I can make an argument for him being the third best player on the Raptors right now.
Well, then we are sitting pretty.
Right. Exactly.
Then we're sitting fantastic. We're actually championship bound. We're actually championship bound.
I told you, if he is the best player on the Raptors, we're not winning shit. Yeah. So he's not the best player on the Raptors. Like right this second.
That's how you feeling.
For sure, this is not the best. And he could be third. True story, man.
Okay. He is clearly the best Raptor.
No.
He is clearly heads and shoulders above all the other Raptors.
Well, no, because remember, I had some questions before the season started. Like I had questions about who's the leader, right?
Okay, yeah.
All right. I think that's been answered for me. I think I'm good there. We had questions about, I guess we don't really have questions about Pascal. We have opinions about Pascal. That's not going to change. He hasn't really changed. He hasn't played her and stuff like that, but yeah, I can make an easy argument for second best. Maybe he's going to be the third best. In like a month, he'll be the third best Raptor.
Then we're winning the championship. If Pascal Siakam is the third best player on the team, then we're winning the championship. And I feel good about your statement there. I'll take it then.
You don't feel good about it.
No, if you're saying he's the third best, that means we're winning the championship. Because if there's two better guys than Pascal on your team, you're winning a championship.
Well, see, that's where I see where you're going with this conversation. I do. I understand the context that you're trying to shed, turn it to, the perspective that you're trying to give it, saying that, I understand the perspective. I understand the perspective that you're trying to give it by saying, "Hey, man, if he's a third because Pascal's amazing, then that means these two other guys got to be like." I get it. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like easily, definitely not the best.
So then you're giving it to OG then?
No, that's the thing.
So you're giving it to Fred?
Yeah. Fred had to show me that when the game's on the line, that he can take the ball into his hands and he can score and he can create his own shot. And he's done that for me. That's great. I know he can hit the shot. I think I already said this. I know he can hit the shot when the ball comes out to him, but he had to show me that when the game's going, he can actually take over the game, and he's taken over the game so far this season. So I think, and that was my who's the leader in the locker room guy. So I think he is the best player on the Raptors.
Okay.
And then I know we're like 6 games in, but I think Scotty Barnes is better than Pascal Siakam, brother.
I'm in no said that's how y'all go with this thing, man.
Like I don't know, like I think Scotty Barnes is better than Pascal.
So then we're a championship team.
Scotty Barnes, you got to be blessed by Scotty Barnes. We got to feel good about where we are. Again, I know 6-7 games into his career, but
yeah,
I think he's better than. I think he might be much better than Pascal Siakam. Like much, I think. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, it's early.
Then save your money. Save your money then. Save your money. And if that's the case, I'm getting vaccinated because I have a championship game to go to.
Okay, go for it, man. You gotta don't wait too long. Everybody's gonna start to get vaccinated so they can go.
Save your money so you can buy your championship tickets. If you're telling me Scotty Barnes is better than Pascal, we are on top.
Well, because the problem is that when people look at the Raptors, they don't give respect to so as I don't give respect to Pascal, it's within context of people are like, oh, the Raptors need to rebuild. No, they fucking already rebuilt, man. They got Fred. These guys are like 4 or 5 year veterans now, right? They got Fred and OG. Like OG just got to stay consistent because actually OG. Like you've heard me talk about OG. OG is like top 5 defensive player in the league already. Just right now, this second, he is a top 5 defensive player in the league. Like wing cover that a person. He covers everybody, and it's disgusting. You really actually realize that people have bad games against him. Anyways, he can cover anybody. he's elite defense. And now that he's scoring, like, we're starting to score. Because when he gets angry with the ball and he's like, fuck it, I'm gonna score, then he scores. Like his shot needs to come and stuff. So OG could be the best, easily be the best. But people don't give the Raptors respect for OG, Pascal, Fred, even Bobby Boucher.
You know, it was an awesome episode for me to watch on YouTube. It was a couple of years ago when the Bench Mob was the mob, when Bench Mob was the shit, and then they were on Mafuzi Chef's How Hungry Are You? The Bench Mob was on there, right? And he had them eating all kinds of nonsense. Them time we had Delon. I think we still had Jonas Valanciunas. Right? We had Jonas Valanciunas, Pascal, OG. And anyways, OG. I think Mafuzi Chef posed the question. He said, when it comes down to the end of the game, last second shot, who do you trust with the ball? Who's taking the shot? And then OG's like, me. Right? But then when he said to Delon, who's taking the shot? Delon's like, me. And then he says to Pascal, who's taking the shot? He goes, like, oh, you dumb fam, me. You know what I mean? But just what I got from that, I think Fred was there too. But what I got from that was that they were all so good. And I don't think that they were saying it as if like trying to be like, that's the answer you're supposed to give. I think that they all confidently felt like they were the one that it had to go to.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So they knew how good they were. And they were super awesome because, for instance, that year when it was like DeMar was on the team, Kyle Lowry was our starter. The Bench Mob was our success.
Amazing.
You know what I mean?
It was amazing.
Like, you know, when the Bench Mob comes in, that's when the starters start, but then, you know, like they drop down to like a 7-point deficit. The starters drop, and then the Bench Mob comes on, and then we're up 12.
Yeah. Bench Mob was sick, yo. They were well used, well utilized.
They were crazy. They were crazy. So yeah, I have full confidence in these guys like OG and Pascal for sure. Freddie was the last one to grow on me. You know, he was the last one to grow on me. And I have like full confidence in him now. I was talking to P-Man this morning. And I was saying, you know, all this time me and you were speaking, I was saying, yeah, like I'm confident in the Raptors. I'm comfortable with them. But what I did also recognize was that for all these years with the Raptors, I was always comfortable with them because I knew that if anybody got injured, like say any of our stars, Kyle Lowry, DeMar, if anybody got injured, like for instance, Kawhi came, he sat out, he didn't play. It didn't matter. It wasn't going to stop us from being victorious. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can see that with Pascal right now. But I'm saying before, with any of our players, any of our stars got injured, we would be fine. Yeah. But now I just started to think today as I was talking to P-Man, I was like, if Freddie gets injured.
That's different.
You know what I mean? If Freddie gets injured. Because before, if Kyle got injured, we could depend on Freddie. But now if Freddie gets injured, I don't know if there's like, who can we depend on?
Malachi Flynn.
Yeah.
No disrespect to Malachi Flynn, but you know, if we got to rely on Malachi Flynn, we are not winning the championship. That's for sure.
So that's what I'm wondering, you know, and I'm wondering if it's Nick Nurse is the issue there.
No, Nick Nurse is brilliant. You see everybody turning on Nick Nurse.
No, I'm not turning on him.
That. But no, not you necessarily. I'm just saying I don't like how people are turning on Nick Nurse like so right quick.
I feel like he's a stubborn guy though.
Well, like I would be too. A little bit.
And I think he's stubborn. It's stubborn with a bit of arrogance because he won that championship. Which is a good position to be in because now it's good for the coach to be bigger than the star of the team. You know, I think so. I think that's what Popovich's advantage was, is that the system was bigger than the players, you know?
Yeah, I think that's, now we don't have a lot of players who have been through it. Like I know Kawhi came, but there was already that culture of this is what we're going to do, this is how it's going to work type shit, I guess. Even before that, because I mean, there was some continuity from what's his face before Nurse, but then Nurse kind of just went with his thing and like really added his layers onto it. Yeah, no, Nurse is, there is a little bit of stubbornness in it, but I think you see it when it works. Like you see why they're good now. You see why they're interchangeable, or like they're playing the way that they play, or the defense, or box and one. Like people, like his brain, the way his brain, like when they went box and one, it worked, but nobody would think to go box and one. So sometimes it's, I had another coaching situation like that where we always, at the beginning of the game, we'd always come out in a certain zone. It was like a little matchup zone. And then that game, we were like in a regular 2-3 zone. And for the whole, middle of the first quarter, right till beginning of the second quarter, it was all like, all right, like it was like 7-5, 11-7. And then it was like same score for like 3 minutes or whatever. And then we were just in our regular zone. So the other team wasn't doing shit, but we also weren't doing shit, right? And then I was like, we called a timeout, and I was like, you know what, guys, fuck it. We're going fucking man, full court press, blah, 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 everything. And they were like, nah, like we're playing such good defense. And I was like, okay, go trap, blah, 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 or whatever. And then the first play, they broke our press and they scored. And one of them looked over me. They're like, see, should have stayed in our zone. And I was just like, whatever, like, just let's go, stick with it. And then all of a sudden it was like, we went on a run. It was like, it went from like, whatever the score was, 13-7 to like 30-12.
12, yeah.
Right? And then we get into halftime, and they were like, we should never have came out. I'm like, guys, like, score. Like, but they're like, our defense was so good. I go, yeah, but we weren't scoring either. You know what I mean? Like, yes, our defense was doing good. They weren't scoring, but we weren't scoring. So these guys were fucking hanging around with us when there's no reason for them to be hanging around. We were just playing into their, all right, let's be passive, let's whatever. And then we put it on them. And I'm like, yeah, they scored a couple of times, but fuck, look at the score now. Like, pay attention to what's actually happening. Well, number one, run the fucking play, but pay attention to what's actually happening here. Yes, it looked all good and gravy that, the other team wasn't scoring, but there was more to it. What about us? What else were we doing and stuff like that? And they're like, okay, we get it. I'm like, just God damn it, run the play, right? Because that's, some people would have only seen, they wouldn't see that as successful. Because the other team started scoring or the defense wasn't working. I'm like, no, fuck that, man. We're getting like 3 steals, and then you know what? They got a layup after all that. Wicked. Let's go run. Let's go run. Run. Like now the game's going. Now it's our game. So yeah, I mean, I get coaches sticking to their shit too, right? Because I could have just been like, all right, let's just stay in the fucking zone, or challenge them, and knowing that there's more to it than just that other team's not scoring. We weren't generating offense out of our defense, whatever, that kind of shit. So it was interesting, or that's interesting when you just talk about coaching or what is successful sometimes as well, where they might not see it. Well, that's not going to work. No, just try it, do it, watch, that kind of stuff. And then they do it, and then it's like, oh, okay, all right, cool. So I mean, I'm sure that's probably harder in the NBA to get people to buy in, but we also don't have a bunch of people, like everybody's new to the system now, kind of, right? Everybody's, except for that core group of guys. And look what we get out of that core group of guys already. They overachieve.
Who did we have when we had Rondae Hollis Jefferson when he came in? Rondae Hollis Jefferson, somebody else came in.
I know the guy.
Coach gave them a hard time too. Saying that they're not playing no defense, and he didn't give them any chance. You know what I mean? Well, I think this was the year after the championship, right?
Yeah, right. There was another guy too. I know who you're talking about. I just can't pick his name out of that.
He didn't give them no chance, and then what happens is we get some injuries. I think we got a bunch of injuries, and got forced to have to play all those guys. and we were just winning, beat Lakers, beat teams. You know what I mean? And then I think that forced Nurse to now have to put them into the rotation because he's like, before he didn't want to. Before he's like, you guys ain't playing no defense. You're not playing on my team. And he just won a championship, so he could talk like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then now, when everybody got injured, he had to play these guys, and they showed that they can play. And they got put into the rotation. That was the year of the bubble. That was the year of the bubble. They were doing really well until the bubble happened.
But you remember, but when those guys came in, when they finally got their they made their mark, really, because they came in hard and they played defense though, right? So he made his point with them.
Yes.
When they got their chance, it was defense. They got to keep whatever, you know what I mean, right?
No, yeah. That could be Gary Trent right now as well. That could be Gary Trent. Like, all right, he's playing his defense.
Gary Trent. I hope Gary Trent. If Gary Trent can be, I guess, what people think of Gary Trent, that'll be good for us too.
Well, if that's the case, then get your tickets ready. Get your money ready for your tickets.
Yo, man, like, I don't know what's wrong with the Raptors. I'm just trying to figure it out because, like I said, people don't give the Pascal and Freddie and OG the respect. And who's this new guy? Who's the new guy? Who's the guy, the left-handed dude, yo? The guy that just comes in and dumps. Yeah.
Sven
Gali?
Sweet.
Sprain my ankle?
I don't know, man. He just puts the ball behind his back and he dunks on people. And then he goes back on defense like he never dunked on nobody.
Right? Whoever this guy is. This guy
Sweet Mahailu or something like that.
But he's good. He's a good ninth man. Nothing wrong with him as a ninth man. But Nurse has tightened up his rotation already, though. But
he put him into the starting spot. Somebody get hurt? Well, he dunked on somebody last game, and then he's like, "All right, you started tomorrow."
Well, just keep dunking on people. I guess I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, bro. I really don't know what to tell you. But they're scrappy. I don't expect them to win a championship yet, unless Pascal can be any good. But we'll see. No, it'll be helpful.
Nah, bro, you just lightened up my life this morning. I mean, right now, telling me that Pascal's the third best on the team. I'm like, yeah, okay, then we go into the championship. So I feel good about that.
Definitely the second best. Definitely the second best.
Behind Fred.
That's what I think. This is a commercial for betting on yourself. You should always bet on yourself. Fred VanVleet, he bet on himself. If you bet on yourself, who else do you got to blame except yourself? So we here in the break room, we're going to bet on ourselves. It's all about betting on yourself. Don't let anybody tell you different. Pete's in the break room.
Pete's in the break room. Freddie V. If I hear bet on yourself, I know it's a Freddie V. And today I bet on another Trius. You know how I like Trius. Can you see it? Okay, let's see here. There we go. There we go. Hold on.
Stop moving, yo.
Okay, hang on.
What was Trius Rosé 2020? Trius Rosé 2020.
Trius Rosé 2020. Canadian Niagara Peninsula VQA. A sophisticated dry rose that possesses a beautiful fragrant nose with aromas of cranberries, wild strawberries, and a touch of grapefruit.
Interesting.
The palate is clean and refreshing with a lingering spicy finish. This versatile dry rosé will pair well with different foods from pork, chicken, to fish, grilled, vegetables. They finished it with grilled vegetables though, so
with a side of grilled vegetables. So this is a side. That's hilarious.
I never heard a wine cone give me all this pork and chicken on it.
Is there vegan wine? There's no reason for vegan wine, right?
Well, yeah, there is, because some wines get what they say strained through fish, something. like a fish strainer. Some wines do.
For real?
Mm-hmm. I learned that recently.
Interesting. That's different. That sounds interesting.
Right. When I have my championship party, we can drink this one.
Right? Finals MVP. You know what? You know who one of my favorite Raptors is? You know who, like, if I'm saying this to you, do you know who I'm speaking about right now?
Is Boucher?
No, Bobby Boucher. I don't like Bobby Boucher. Bobby Boucher, he's odd. He's growing on me a little bit. Bobby Boucher, man, like, he's better. He's been working hard, but, like, you know, he's not a one. He's not like if he's going up against somebody else's best player, he's getting crushed. He can do his thing. He just can't do his thing. Like, he's not a one. That's all I'm saying. He's a good.
Okay, he's not.
You know
a
what
one.
I mean? Like, he's not a one. Some people think he's a one.
He's a first time ever defensive player and MVP
of the G League.
Of the G League.
I'm not hating when I say that. I'm just, No. That's good. Wait. Raptors have a very good whatchamacallit too, right? Like, a very good system.
Developmental system.
Yeah, but he's just not. I'm just saying he's not a one. That's all. You gotta call it what it is. You gotta call a spade a spade. When he's going up against Anthony Davis, he's getting crushed. You know.
So who's your guy?
Well, this is of all time, like, Raptor, right? So it's Alvin Williams.
Right?
Oh,
Alvin Williams is my all-time favorite Raptor.
Come on. Anyways, he sucks as a commentator, guy. No disrespect to Alvin Williams, because I love me some Alvin Williams. Oh, I struggle listening to his. Maybe it's because of whatever, you know. We used to been listening to certain people the whole time,
and that could be it. Because the guys we have now, when they first started, I did not love them because I was so used to Chuck Swirsky, you know.
I can't handle.
Like Matt Devlin, I was not feeling Matt Devlin that
day. Like, you have to understand how much it hurts me just to say that I can't. I'm struggling with Alvin Williams as a. I was so happy when I heard it.
No, I heard. I hear you. I hear you. Because when his first broadcast that he did, I was just listening to him. I was listening. I was like, come on, be good. Just please be good. I was like, you know what I mean? I was like, But I think as he gets comfortable, you know, gets a couple games in, you know what I mean? Like how I give how I give the NBA, like, 20 games before I can start deciding what's going on in the league. I think maybe he needs like a 20 games.
Better. I hope he does better. I love Alvin Williams. Sorry, I didn't mean to say you sucked Alvin Williams.
No disrespect.
We haven't. No disrespect to Alvin Williams. I got a signed Alvin with me and Alvin Williams. I got a photo with that. Me and Alvin Williams. And I got a sign. I waited in line at the CNE to see Alvin Williams. I was first in line. Yeah.
The thing about Alvin Williams I loved about him, he's like, he worked hard. He was like a grind guy. And when you think about his career, I think his career was cut short because he's not a superstar. When I say that, Vince Carter played 20 years? Like he played until he was 40, right? Alvin Williams didn't have the luxury to do that because he's not a superstar. And I say that because when I think about it, when Vince could sit out games, right? Alvin Williams still had to play on whether his knees were hurting him or not. He had to play because he's not a superstar. He didn't have the luxury of my knees hurting, I'm gonna sit out. Right. You know what I mean? He had to play through.
Yeah.
He had to play through, and that I know cut his career shorter than it needed to be. You know, and I know a lot of guys who are on the cusp, not even on the cusp, who just aren't superstars. They can't afford to not play.
It's true. I hear that.
So I really liked him, and I liked him so much because, like,
his heart.
He had to.
He had some. Yeah, heart. He worked. He was on every play.
And he dropped Iverson.
And he held those guys accountable too. he helped there was a lot of people around him. Like, there's a lot of veteran players that even came in that he still had a little bit of control of the system. They would listen to him, like Oakley, those guys, you know what I mean? When we had those Kevin Willis, Alvin Williams would yell at Kevin Willis and stuff like that, Yogi Stewart, he'd yell at all those guys.
Alvin Williams,
bro.
Shout out to Alvin Williams, man.
I'm sorry about saying that. I'm sorry I said stuff at commentating. You'll be better, I know. You're just going to improve, Alvin Williams, just like you did in your game.
No disrespect to Alvin Williams.
Definitely no disrespect. I'm sorry, Al. I'm sorry. Oh, anyways. You know what? Ain't nobody scanned my fucking pass once yet, yo.
No?
I'm not happy about this, yo.
No?
Guy, when I got you gotta update your phone to get the pass ready to go that you can scan it. I was ready, yo. Ready. Downloaded, updated my shit. It's in my wallet thing. I went to, where did I go first? First, I went to the keg. I was like, he's like, what's that, man? I was like, oh, can you scan it? And he's like, no, okay. He's like, I could. He was like, I could, but I was like, all right, here's my paper.
Yeah.
You asshole. And I went, grabbed food today, and I was like, it was like a smaller place. And is that the same? What color is that? They said. They go, what color? What color is that? What color is
what?
Well, because I don't know. I guess I don't know. Because there's this thing about there's color codes or some shit. Like it's supposed to be green or red or whatever. Some shit. I guess I don't know. I was like, I don't know, man. Can you scan it? No. All right, let me show the paper. I'm like, fuck, man. I wanted to beat. Remember, I told you I just wanted to tap in, yo.
Yes.
Trying to tap in. I don't want to show no paper. I don't want to go into my email. It's pissing me off.
So your paper now. So you see you updated. It was a different thing that you had using before, and then you got an update to something totally new.
Well, you can. You don't need to, I guess, technically, but I want to tap in. I ain't tapping in. I just want somebody to scan my shit. Like somebody.
Don't ask me no questions. Just scan me, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, scan me.
The point. Yeah, scan me in, man. Yeah, I know how it sounds too. Yeah, that's right. Beep. I wanted it on my watch. Yeah, I know how it, like bring it. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I wanted that. Yeah, I wanted them to scan me, but I'm not putting my neck. I'm trying to put my watch to it. Yes, okay, Right? Fuck, scan me, man. Like shit. It's fucking hilarious. It kills me, but yeah, that's the thing that bugs me most about all this goddamn thing. It's like, yo, man, as I told you from the beginning. I just want to scan. Somebody better fucking scan me soon, yo.
No,
Before they stop scanning. I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna write a letter.
Somebody was telling me that today too. They're like, they never wanted to go through with the needle, right? But they ended up going through the needle, and he goes, "Yo, this shit better not." This shit better not get called off for me to have to go through this needle, and then it gets called off. Yo, right now I want people who never got the needle to not be able to do nothing because I had to do it. He was joking, but nonetheless, you still feel that little bit of like, screw you, guy. I had to.
No, like I said, like my reasons. Imagine I'm like, yo, I want to tap. I don't care what you do. I wanted to tap. Somebody scam me, man. Scam me.
Make it worth it. You better make it worth it. No. Come.
No, yeah.
No, scam me.
Actually, as a matter of fact, yes, I do want you to scan me, you jerk.
Oh man. Oh man.
Like for real, right? So whatever. It is what it is. It is what it is.
Have you heard anybody complaining about like the go buses or the go trains or anything like that?
No, what happened?
Well, because I know that November 1st was the day that all the staff was given to say, like, today's the day. If you're not
For the staff.
if you're not vaccinated, then you cannot come to work. All right. So I was thinking, I was hearing that a couple bus routes got canceled, and a couple train rides got canceled because there wasn't enough staff to facilitate.
Interesting. I didn't
So
hear that.
I was just wondering if you heard anything like on your end.
I did not. That did not come across my timeline. No. So that is interesting. But I guess it makes sense. Probably especially in the GT. Well, I guess it just matters where ultimately, I guess. I don't know. Regardless, right? If you have a cluster, you have a cluster. It is tough though, because you see it as these layers come. You're like, oh, okay, what's going to happen next? Who's it going to hit? How's it going to impact somebody? And you see it now that this mandatory everything. Now you really kind of see it a little bit more and how it impacts people. There's different things that every now and then I'm like, oh, shit. It was like even the other day, I was like, yo. There's like, there's a boat cruise coming up. There's like one more boat cruise coming up. I forget what the fucking boat cruise is called. Anyways, I was like, yo, you want to go? Like, I can't. It's like, shit. As I said, I was like, oh yeah, right, shit. Sorry, man. You know, I was like,
that sucks, man.
Shit like that, right?
That sucks. I can't.
It does. I can't. It does, but it's like, oh, I'm not like sitting there going, you fucker. It's like, oh shit, oh shit. Because I'd go if you could go, come if you can come. I don't know, right? Whatever, but fuck. It's just weird like that.
No, okay, go ahead.
Are you gonna do a commercial? Are you gonna hold your thought, or are you gonna talk it out? You want me to? Do you need me here to get this thought out? What are you gonna do? You gotta tell me. Is it a commercial? You're gonna get your thought out. I can hear you. I can leave my mic on. I can leave my mic live, so I can hear you.
You can hear me. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead.
Hit me.
So this section's commercial is brought to you by the Boom Boom Chat Room. Every Wednesday at 6 p.m. But we're having a special edition tomorrow. That's November. What November is that? It's November
3rd tomorrow.
November 3rd at 8 p.m. tomorrow. So a special edition of the Boom Boom Chat Room just to accommodate Pizza in the Break Room.
The Pizza in the Break Room.
We are going to be chatting T.Hotshot and I with Denise Jojo and Mrs. Ron C. And it's going to be an exciting time. I'm pretty anxious to see what they got in store for our conversations. Every week they come up with some pretty exciting things to us, surprise their guests with. I don't know if we're going to get surprised, but we'll have to sit back and wait and see if we do. But on Twitch tomorrow at 8 p.m., the Boom Boom Chat Room featuring Pizza in the Break Room. And then following that, we have Love Language with DJ Che La Soul.
Bop, bop, bop.
Bop, bop, bop.
Big shouts out. Sounds like a fun little evening on the Twitch. All right, giddy up. Here we go. Big up to a fun
I'm going to have to broadcast
on the Twitch.
From the shop.
Oh, yeah? Oh, that's actually good.
I won't make it home. By 8 o'clock. So I'm going to have to kick the guy out of the chair. Go, 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 go. High five.
Yeah. You got to go, bud. You got to go, bud. I'm sorry about your luck. So it goes.
But my lineup is like this.
Yeah. I'll see you in the morning. You can be first thing in the morning. You can be first thing in the morning. That's hilarious. Yo, yeah, I don't have my setup. I gotta figure out. I think I'm just gonna have my computer right here. I didn't realize. I thought it would be just like we'd be right in the Twitch directly, right? You know what I mean?
Yes.
Right.
Yes. I know you said
when we're watching them, there in the Twitch, but there's no thing of the Twitch there. As far as I saw it, I don't know what else anybody else saw, but I was just on my phone as well. So I'm gonna have the Twitch over here. If this is the right spot for it. I don't think it's over here. I don't want to take too much attention away from the boom boom chat. And it's 2 hours too.
Huh?
It's 2 hours too.
Yeah, don't worry. We can talk about star signs for 2 hours.
I saw the sign. The chat. I don't know if I can handle the chat either. That'll be interesting.
Well,
because I can usually handle the chat, but I can't handle the chat if I don't know. In it. We'll see. I think I might just let it go. All right, just let it go. But then I don't want to miss shit. Yeah,
what's the call? 27-10. Bad game or good game?
It was good because the final score was 27-10, and we still played not the best game, really, kind of thing, right? So
27 a high score, that's a average score.
Nowadays, that's an okay score. If you get 27, you're in the game. Like you got a game going on. If you scored 27 points, I'd say.
Okay, because like through conversations with you now, it feels like your boys put up high numbers.
Yeah, they score. Well, they had, I don't know, it's still, I think I said it before, they had the best offense and the best defense. So highest scoring offense and the lowest scoring defense.
We are talking about the Buffalo Bills here, just in case you don't know.
All right. So it's interesting. It's good, like, because that's the thing. Like when people are like, oh, they didn't play their best football. I'm like, all right, shit. Well, they just shut somebody out, or they won 27-10. And yes, they were really, because I watch every game through and through. Yeah, they didn't play well, but sometimes their offense plays really good. Sometimes their defense plays really good, and sometimes they haven't really full season yet. Technically, haven't both played really, really good.
So
right? They just haven't.
When you watched this game yesterday, now, what was the bad part? Like, what was the struggle? What were they lacking?
We don't have. Well, I think offensive line didn't play well, so protection, we weren't protecting the quarterback very well.
He got sacked?
We don't run. I don't know if he got sacked, touched. But he got pressured. He got pressured a little bit.
Got pressured.
They were around him. They were making a move. They were making him a little bit uncomfortable at times, especially in the first half. And we're not a rushing team, but we just need to be able to rush a little bit. We don't rush very well. And it's
who did you play against?
Sometimes Miami
Dolphins. That's right.
Wish the fish.
Who's Tua?
Wish the fish. Tua is their quarterback.
Oh, okay. Oh, is that the guy that is that the guy that faked he had a girlfriend or something like that?
Right? Yeah. Somebody said that the other day to me. Yeah, Tua. Yeah, that's that guy.
It's crazy, man. That's the thing. These guys like at some point we think that they're like big people, but they're still kids, man.
Kids, man.
Holy moly.
Kids who have been just, especially in this kind of like, if you're a star football player, that means you've always been the best in the school, in the district, in the whatever. So you haven't had adversity in your life really too tough either, Like even if you're on a shitty team at some point, if you're like gonna go to the NFL, like you're just good no matter what, you know what I mean? Your team's probably just at least winning some games, and in it, if you have I'm going to the NFL player somewhere in Pawtucket type shit,
You know who wanted it? I don't know if this is for dramatic purposes, but Colin Kaepernick wanted it, bro.
You watched that?
Yeah, man. I don't know if it was all over dramatized or anything.
I didn't watch it.
He wanted it, man.
So when you say he wanted it, what's this? What is it that he wanted?
To be a quarterback.
Yes.
He wanted it because the way that they portray it is that he was a top tier prospect for baseball. He's a top tier prospect for baseball, like ready to take him out of high school and put him in the major leagues. You know what I mean? The major league system, getting all types of scholarship offers, and he's getting pressured from every single angle. His coaches, his parents, his friends, like the town was like, "Yo, you're the next like baseball prodigy." Like whoever was like a big baseball player at that time,
what's up.
You're next.
This is what's up. Yeah.
And every time he got a letter, every time he got a call from a school, he was sad that it wasn't someone calling him to be a quarterback. Everybody's offering him baseball. And people were like, his coach was like, bro, like his baseball coach, like, are you dumb? Are you dumb? Like, you're going to waste away? Like, you want to be somebody's second choice? You know what I mean? And he's like, I don't want to be somebody's second choice. I want to be somebody's right choice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyways, back to what you're saying, like when you're saying like, you know, people going through adversity and people going through adversity and you know, not people not going through adversity, but they were just always touted to be something special. You know, whereas I'm like, Colin, like if the story is what the story was, yeah, man, that guy wanted it, bro. And then they show the dynamic of him being a black boy being raised by white parents in a predominantly white town.
It sounds like a good show, yo.
So yeah, him dealing with all the adversities of being a star athlete, but also being a black boy and also being, you know, a black boy in his parents' house, you know, being brought up by white people who just have no clue of the stuff that he's dealing with. You know what I mean? Like the microaggressions.
It's just, they don't have any idea. Yeah.
No clue, you know? And then, you know, it was a good watch, man. It was a good watch. It was a good little watch.
Yeah, I have it on my list. I guess I gotta now you make me want to kind of go watch it like now. Type shit and take a look and see what. And it seems all right.
One strong thing that he says, like when he's dealing with some stuff, like whenever like somebody, like he's getting overlooked, you know, maybe at the QB position in high school, even though he's outperforming his competition, or whether it's a situation that he's dealing with in regards to being a black person in public, you know, the mom will say like, don't worry, just you know, just be the better person.
Yeah, you always got to be the better person.
And he's like, why do I always have to be the better person? You know, and you look at it and you're like, man, as you watch, you start feeling the stress for the guy, man. You know, like, yo, you start feeling the stress for him. You know what I mean? But anyways, they did a really good job in making me feel stressed out for the kid.
Who's what kind of perspective does that show come from? Like whose perspective? Like what is it? Is it like a Colin Kaepernick production?
Yes. Like so, as he's talking, then he'll give little references of different things in history that kind of relate to why things are the way they are, or you know, or similar to a certain situation, or what something in history has. You know, like he'll always come in and he'll narrate. You know what I mean? Narrate a situation. It's dope.
Nice. That sounds all right. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely give that a watch. I'll have some input or some feedback on it next week for Sheezy. Put that in the rotation because it's just one shot, right? It's a movie, right?
No, it's a series.
It's a series.
Yeah, I think I watched like 7 episodes. No, that's 7 or 5.
That's a series, eh? Hang on 1 second here. Let me take this dog out. This dog looks like he's got to go. He's got to do his thing. One more quick commercial, and I'll be right back.
Right. Well, once again, Today's episode also brought to you by Trius Rosé, a VQA Niagara Peninsula 2020 Rosé. Look how pretty that color is. Look how pretty the bottle is. Look how pretty the labeling is. They did a good job with this one. You know what? 12% alcohol. No wonder I'm talking so much. God damn. All right, Trius. All right. I see what y'all doing. I'm trying to add a little excitement to Pizza in the Break Room. Trius Rosé. The type of drink that'll get you through any day. Whether it's 9 a.m. or 10:36 at night. Crystal clean with no caffeine. Well, I would sit here and drink this whole thing until our co-host comes back, but that would look bad and make me look like I have a problem. So anyways, thank you for joining Pizza in the Break Room. And if you have not already, please subscribe. Click the subscribe button. And if right now you're watching a clip that's on Instagram or Facebook or TikTok, click share. Share with your buddies. Share with your friends. Share it with your family. Just share it. Like it. Comment. And again, if you're on YouTube or any other platform and you're hearing this, subscribe. Subscribe. So all you got to do is subscribe, like, comment, share, subscribe. PITB. Put a hashtag at the front. Find all the links. Pizza in the Break Room.
weHARE.
weHARE. Put a hashtag in the front.
Find that.
So what did you do yesterday? No, not yesterday. Sunday.
Oh, Sunday. What the hell was Sunday?
Okay, what did you do yesterday? You looked excited just a while ago.
Did I?
Oh,
I started working out again.
Oh,
I'm 2 days in. November 1st.
Yes.
November 2nd.
What does that look like? Where?
Apple Fitness.
Where's that?
So, like, it's in my bedroom. Apple Fitness.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm like, so they got their programs and shit, so I can do stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really do, me, I don't really do weights and stuff. So there's like core workouts, strength workouts. There's yoga on there.
Mm-hmm.
They added Pilates.
So what's the difference between Pilates and yoga? Do you know?
I haven't touched Pilates yet, and I struggle with yoga. I tried the beginner yoga. This was when I first started using it, and then I was on a little bit of a hiatus or sabbatical from Apple Fitness, and now I'm back November 1st and 2nd.
No, that's dope. That's dope.
But I tried the yoga, and some stuff the beginner one was okay, but I never stuck with it because I just wanted to do the strength and the core workouts more than anything. And then one time I tried to get back into it, and I started with a HIIT workout. Yeah. Right. Done. I did it once, and I was done for like a week and a half, because I just went 0 to 100. I tried to go 0 to 100, or they wanted me to go 0 to 100. I went to like 0 to like 37. 37. No, I couldn't do it. That was it, and then I was hurt. But no, yeah, because you can do like, and with now they added meditation. Do a little I can do like a little get my rings up by doing a little 5-minute meditation in between a meeting or something like that. Get your brain going. So I'm trying that. So November 1st, November 2nd. That's all I got. But that's what I got. See, I was excited to tell you. I was excited to tell you that.
That's wicked. We're on yoga week this week, actually. Me and the crew.
I was wondering this morning if you guys still did that shit, but I didn't want to ask you because no, I'm not ready for that yet. I gotta get a couple more.
And you know, it's so funny because every time I'm gonna like, they tell you like, okay, let's get it, let's do it. You know what I mean? And it always slips me to add that into the conversation.
And I actually changed my alarm time too, as well. I made it earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's
what time
that?
do you guys go?
7:05.
Yeah, well, that's not within my alarm time. I wake up after that.
7:05. Yeah. So yeah, we're doing yoga week this week. Usually we do a different thing every day, right? It's a HIIT workout one day, HIIT workout. Then we get into a yoga after the HIIT workout. Then the next day is bands. So that'll be our resistance workout with bands. And then we get into a core day. And then we do the cycle over. But then this week we decided that we're gonna do just straight yoga for this week. Yeah. So, and I need it, man, because I'm mash up. I need that stretch. Like I need somebody to take me and just like stretch me out a little bit. Yeah, crunch me up. Yeah.
Let's get that elbow in there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I hear that. No, whatever. I got a good little sweat. Like today was a good one, man. Today they worked me, man. And some of those things that they show you, which is good because it's just there and it's in front of you. I'm sure you guys have some sort of reference points as well, but it's just like, all right, just turn your arm a little bit this way. And it's like, okay, sure. And then you do 5 of them and you're like, yo, my arms are dropping on the ground, like no weights, no nothing. I'm like, yo, like I can feel a little bit from yesterday. I feel a little bit of work.
That's good, man. I'm excited for you, bro.
Man, try to keep it going, man. Try to close some rings.
That's good. That's good.
Try to close some exercise rings. We'll see how it goes.
So, and rings are your performance
like your performance markers.
Performance markers. Dope.
Yeah.
Dope.
Try to get that.
Dope.
But it's so basic, like, and that's why I like. I'm sure other devices do this, but Apple Watch, it entices you to. It reminds you to do these things, like to stand up. And like, so there's a goal to stand up and get up and make sure that you're standing for. There's a stand goal for a certain amount of hours a day. So you can't just be lying down because that's not good for you. And then you stand up, and then it's like, all right, now you've been standing up long enough that it counted. And it's like, a minute or whatever, but you get up and you take that minute and it makes you feel you've done something, like a little itty bitty thing. You wouldn't, all right, stand up. Your circulation, that's good for your circulation. It reminds me to take a mindful minute every now and then, come up and then, all right, we breathe. You gotta do a minute of breathing, right? So like the watch it's like, yo, you gotta do a minute of breathing, bro. Can you do a minute of breathing for me? Basically is how much, right?
What is that like? What is that? What's
because of the watch, right? Like, so it'll like it gives feedback, right? So it'll be like breathe in and you'll feel it. So you just, but it's just to take a minute in your day to just stop for a second and reset, right? But it reminds you every so often. And then so you just breathe with it. It's like, and then release.
So it tells you when to inhale and tells you when to exhale?
Yeah. And that's just like a regular breathing, but there's the meditation ones now. So it's like, you can do like, I want to do one on creativity or focus or different meditation type techniques, and then they'll talk you through it. So whatever.
That's good, man. I'm happy to hear that, man. I
just got to be, me, I just got to stay consistent. I go for it for a while.
Just win the minute, something, man.
Causes. Right now, that's why I said, that's what I'm saying, yesterday, today, done.
That's dope.
That's what I've done so far. 100% so far.
So the watch now, or the Apple program, Is it every day, or does it say, okay, take today off now?
Well, I mean, like the Apple, you're going on, and I just go on when I need to go on. There are bits and pieces that say that you have daily goals and stuff. You can set different goals, and like you can, it's customizable from that perspective. But mine is just, I set my rings, and in order to get my rings, then I got to do exercise. There's an exercise. You got to do exercise. You got to stand for a certain.
And the rings make you want to do the thing, right?
Yeah, because you get updates during the day. It'll be like, you can do it. In order to get your ring, you need to go for a 30-minute walk or a 15-minute walk or something like that. That kind of stuff. To get, all right, cool. That's or dope. Pop up, breathe.
I think that's how I hurt my leg, to tell you the truth.
Somebody threw an Apple Watch at you?
No. Because I'm using what's the app called? Let me see what it's called. How could I forget? I haven't used Strava. So when I used to run, right? I used to run in the mornings, and so after you run, like you see your goals, you see what you've done, you see how it compares to what you've previously done. You know what I mean? And it kind of encourages you or inspires you to try and beat what you've done before. You know what I mean? Or at least stay close. Keep consistent. So I used to run every day, and then I used to be hitting certain goals and certain marks. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Like, but then my legs started to hurt. You know what I mean? But I didn't want to stop hitting these goals and these markers. So I kept going and kept going and kept going and kept running, even though my leg was like, bro,
saying no,
I told you my leg, I told you that I'm hurting. And I'm like, chill out. We got this goal to hit.
Let's go. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was pushing it too far, you know what I mean? So that's kind of even why I don't exercise. Like I don't start the what's it called in the mornings anymore? Because when I work out with the crew, I used to work out on Insta Live every morning, right? But because my leg hurts now, it's like I wouldn't be offering like whoever's following along a proper.
So how is it now? Now it's just the WhatsApp?
Yes, now it's on WhatsApp with the
WhatsApp
with the group. So if I'm hobbling in certain exercises, like it's no big deal because it's just me and the group.
No big thing.
But if somebody like needs to follow what I'm doing on Insta Live and they see me hobbling, then they're gonna start doing a hobble exercise. So I'm like, no, that's not.
That's the brilliant actual like you gotta love Apple for certain things, right? So the Apple Fitness in every whatchamacallit, there's a lead person, right? And there's two other people. There's always three people in it, right? And then the person who's leading it, they're like, all right, we start like this, and then ready, right? And then but on this side over here, this person's just doing. So you can watch this person,
right?
The person over here is like, ooh, and they're going hard, and then so it's good that when I'm doing it,
different levels.
On some, like within the same even 20-minute workout, on some of the moves, I'm like over here with this person being like, okay, that's too much. Okay, let me just do it like this. But on some of them, I'm like. And I'm going hard with the hard person, but it's cool that you can just, it's really for anybody. It's actually pretty cool how they have it set up, different trainers, different set to the, your music, it's pretty cool. It was a good thing that they integrated to help with, because they have this whole health app and everything pops into your health app and shit. So like even when I Strava, so I use Strava, and then it goes into my Apple Health.
Oh, okay.
Right. Okay. So if I do a bike ride, right, and I track it on Strava, and then when I'm done, it'll pop into my thing as a outdoor bike ride in Apple
on your Apple
and then add whatever. So it'll add. I had my watch on, so it's going to add my heartbeat and all that stuff and blah 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 blah, all those other things. So it's pretty cool.
Okay.
I just need to use it. I try to make it easy. So it goes.
Did your doorbell ring on Sunday?
It did.
Yeah.
But it did one time.
Once.
And I was.
Oh, lights are off.
Well, I turned the light. Well, not yet. It wasn't even time for the lights yet because my lights outside. They're on a timer or whatever. They turn on when sunset.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. And these kids knocked at like 4:45. Yeah, they're not early. Like, it was bright outside, all that good stuff. And I was just like, the dog went crazy. I was like, what the hell? And I was like, just watch. You couldn't do anything else except watch and wait. Because there was, they came that early. There's nothing else. I'm just looking up. I'm looking down from upstairs. You know what? Last year, 5, maybe.
Oh, they came out during COVID last year?
Was it last year? No, so no COVID. The last year of whenever the last Halloween, damn son, whenever the last Halloween was, right?
Mm-hmm.
The last legit Halloween, it was like 5, and the year before that, 11, maybe.
Is it because your lights are off?
Like,
or is
no,
it just,
not
it's
at
just
that
the way?
time. Now my lights are off. Now, like this year, my lights were off.
Mm-hmm.
I know before my lights have been off, but so whatever. Before pre-COVID,
mm-hmm.
I had already gotten to this is crazy that how little amount of people I see in my neighborhood. And I'm in like a little thing, but I'm also, I'm on a main street too, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But on my main street still, like there's further up and further down, right? Because I'm in the little thing.
Right.
But it's all houses all the way down. So kids could technically just run down that street and be good. And then tuck in. There's tuck-ins over there, there's little streets over there and stuff like that. They could. Right. I would do that if I were them. That'd be a money run, to be honest with you, but whatever. But no kids. So this year I got, there's the family farm, right? I got some pumpkins, right? And I got like 4 pumpkins. I put them outside. I didn't carve them or anything like that leading up to Halloween, and then I turned my lights off. What did you do? No, you don't. What do you do? How does it work for you? Did you go trick or treating?
Yeah, I brought Cadeau out. I brought him out.
What was he?
He was a ninja.
What kind of ninja? He was a real ninja, or he was a closet ninja, or a real ninja?
No. He wasn't a gay ninja. He was a real ninja. What happened? No, he was a real ninja. Like he was out there full-fledged, like, yes, I'm a ninja. Yes. He wasn't
ready to go and everything. Yeah. What was he wearing though?
Ninja outfit. He was blue. As a matter of fact, I think he might have been Raiden, to tell you the truth. No, not Raiden. Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero or Scorpion?
No, Scorpion's red. He was blue.
Scorpion's orange, yo.
Oh, is it? Yes, you're right.
Right, isn't he? He's orange.
Yes.
He's not red. Maybe he's auburn or something like that.
Oh, he's actually yellow.
Right?
Maybe orange. Maybe orange, like an orangish yellowish.
I hear you though.
Like mustard. He's the color of the way the candle looks over your shoulder right now.
Oh, that's gonna kill me tomorrow, man. I'm not gonna be able to handle it tomorrow. Yeah, something like that, right?
Mm-hmm. But he was blue, so he was Sub-Zero. Mm-hmm. Man, do cartwheels for candy. I was like, yo, it's not Poppy show, bro.
How was it? How was the candy?
I'm a ninja, huh?
What kind of how was his candy haul? How did he do? Like what kind of haul did we get here?
It wasn't a huge haul, but
like what? A backpack full?
No, like half of a grocery bag. But to him, he got a million candies. And to me, that was perfect. Because for him to get a haul, that means another hour and a half out there. And I'm like so the thing is, he's never been trick-or-treating before. Right? Right. Or maybe he has, but didn't remember that he had.
He doesn't know trick-or-treating.
He doesn't remember that he had. So he's like, He's like, I'm having so much fun. I've never been trick-or-treating before. I'm like, no? Because like I guess I've never brought him, and I guess maybe his mother has never brought him. If his mother's brought him, maybe he wasn't old enough to remember.
Yeah, or he's just
But
in a
now,
stroller,
he's like, now he's like,
it.
yeah. Now I'm not holding his hand. Now he's like running house to house, and I'm like, yo, get off the people's grass, bro.
That's why you don't bring kids. That's why you don't bring kids to Disneyland when they're young too, yo, or Disney World.
Because they don't remember.
They'll never like. Don't spend that money and
they don't remember the
$2,000. Yeah, yo, Disney's an operation. Disney's wicked, yo, but Disney's expensive. But good for Disney. Mm-hmm. Anyway, sorry to interrupt your story about
no worries. So, you know, like I live around a section of condos and stuff like that. So I brought him across the highway, Highway 7.
So I had to run across the highway. This ninja suit.
So like there was no. You drove across the highway. So we parked up in the area, and I'm like, yo, man, I don't even know if people giving out candies, bro. And I was driving through the neighborhood to see like where I could see like a group of people. But I didn't see no.
You're not supposed to do that on Halloween, guy. That's where the police come and get you, guy. These guys are driving around looking for kids. Guy, come on. I got one in the back.
I got one in the back. No, man. So I didn't really see no group of people. So I'm like, you know what? This might. Everything inside of me was saying, you know what? Just tell them that Halloween's not happening tonight and just go home. That's what everything in my body was telling me. And I'm like, I'm like, nah, you can't do that to him. You know what I mean? Like, just run the play. Just run the play, bro. Yeah. So then I went and parked up on this street, and I seen a house with a pumpkin. So I said, all right, like if somebody has a pumpkin, something's happening.
See, but no. See, that's not right. No, it's not true, man. It's not true. Just to be the outlier, the opposite of your theory there.
Yeah, so I brought him to this house, and then a man came to the door, and I'm like, what do you say? And he goes, trick or treat. Because you know his voice, trick or treat, right? So the man goes, oh, what are you? He goes, I'm a ninja, right? And I go, show him some moves, right? So I thought he was gonna go like this or something. The man said, Dad, hold my bag. And he went and doing backflips on the guy's porch.
Yeah, he got the whole box. The guy just goes, here, you win.
Yes. So the guy goes, whoa, okay, you know what? You need to get more candy.
yeah, that's awesome. You got here, take another one. You got a caramel milk and a pop.
Yeah. So then now I started looking for houses with lights on and that has pumpkins, you know what I mean? And at one point we ran up into like a group of people that like a family, like a mom, a daughter, her big daughter, and 2 kids,
right?
That were in the same area now. So then we ended up all like rolling together now instead of like knocking doors separately.
All spattered out, yeah.
Let's
help the neighborhood out here.
Yes.
That's good though.
Yes. So then him and the 2 girls now were like running and okay, let's go here. And like now they're strategizing. I'm like, look at these kids strategizing. They don't need me.
That's how it's supposed to be, right?
They don't need me, man. You're Lord of the Flies.
That's how Halloween used to be, man. Let's go. Giddy up. We're going here. You wait over there. I'll be around, be around the corner. We'll see it. Yeah, that crazy stuff. So that's good though. That's good
dope, man. It was dope. And I was happy for him. He was super happy and he made friends, but he didn't get to know. Hello, what?
Were you dressed up as anything?
Yeah, dressed up as a barber.
So what does that mean? What did you look like?
Like what I look like now.
You look like a barber right now? You don't look like a barber right now.
Barber at Couture.
Right now?
No.
At the moment? I wouldn't guess you're a barber at Couture right now.
You think I'm a lumberjack?
Or yeah, I think maybe. I don't know. You don't look like a barber.
Okay.
But whatever.
Okay.
So watch. Okay, here. Okay, watch this. Barber. So tell me something, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna ask you. So I just got my hair did, right? Right. So I'm gonna ask you what, if you look at my hair, what should I have? What did I ask for? No hate. I'm just asking. So what did I ask for? Because I don't have to ask you when I go, right? You know what I mean? Okay. So if I went to a barber shop.
If you went to a barber shop, you asked them for a high taper with a number 1 on the top.
High taper is different. So you don't give me a high taper, right?
No.
What do you give me?
I just give you a taper.
You just give me a taper. This is the high taper right here, right?
Yeah.
That's the kids. The kids do more high taper.
Yeah, kids. I see kids be doing the high taper nowadays.
Okay, so you give me a taper.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, the kids like that. I don't hate. I'm not hating on it. I think he did a good high taper.
Yeah, he did a good high taper.
He did a very good high taper. Like it's a nice fade and all that good stuff.
It's pretty.
That's why I was just curious that's why I'm asking a barber. Technically speaking, what is the difference? So.
And if he wanted to, he could have given you the high taper and leave a little bit to give you a little bit of the outline of the front. Yeah. But the high taper. Well, yeah, man, you look pretty, man. You look like I want crisp biscuit. Every time you get a haircut, man, you just look like the gal's cup of tea.
I don't know about all that, man. It's good tea, but I don't know if it's anybody's cup of tea. It is good tea, though.
I actually just cut my hair before I came on the camera.
Just right now?
So I just cut my hair before I came on the camera. Usually I try to wait for my son to cut my hair, but he's always so busy that he never does it. And I like try to keep my hair as long as I can until he's able to do it. I was like, you know what? Man's looking crazy out in these streets right now.
I was just thinking, like, even from the time we started doing this show, like right before, I always take pictures right before I do my glamour shots, right? Like I've already had like 5 different hairstyles. Like I've had like a billion different hairstyles already, right? Like I had the fro, I had some cornrow, I had some braids or whatever. This, that. I don't give a shit about my hair. A bearded mustache. You know what I mean?
You're clean today.
It's November, right? Not that I'm doing anything specific, but you know, it's November. I like to do the stash in November.
You are clean today.
Keeps it simple. Ain't nothing wrong with keeping it simple. Nothing wrong with fucking keeping it simple. What else, man? What else happened this week that you remember that impacted you?
What else happened this week?
Oh, see, sorry. Oh no, you keep thinking. Don't worry, I crossed my finger. I'm gonna try to remember. It's about Jay-Z, that's why.
What happened with Jay-Z?
He went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
He did a song with Tupac.
I mean, that would have been cool. Just imagine now. No, he went to the Hall of Fame though. It's good. I know it's a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It's kind of weird that he went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I know, I get that.
But isn't the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame like for music?
I mean, technically it's the Hall of Fame, I guess, right? Like, is there just a music Hall of Fame, or is the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame the biggest Hall of Fame of music? Is there a country Hall of Fame? Country music Hall of Fame? There probably is though, right? But whatever it is, that's a good list to be on, I think, right? Or good for a rapper to be recognized in such manner, right?
Did you see it? Like, did you see the induction?
Not all of it, only bits and pieces.
Was it live?
I didn't see it live. I only saw bits and
You
pieces.
You saw bits and pieces of it. Okay.
Yeah. That's just good though. A long career. Good career, man. Still going.
So you get inducted into the Hall of Fame even while you're still going when it comes to music? Or is he done?
Right. He is the first rapper.
Mm-hmm.
The first living rapper, maybe. Something. There was something there.
The first living rapper to be inducted into the Hall of Fame while he's still alive, type of thing?
Into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. There's
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
There's maybe only like 6, so maybe, I don't know, right? I don't know. I'm not sure. We need Bobo for that to check the stats on that. But it's a good list to be on, I guess, technically.
So when you saw it, I heard that Dave Chappelle was the one who inducted him.
Chappelle and Obama.
Obama? This guy's boosting, bro.
Jay-Z, motherfucker from the Rock.
Jay-Z had Obama induct him into the Hall of Fame?
By video, but yes.
He's out of control, bro. I know he's nice, but he's out of control, bro.
Well, what do you mean? What's wrong with that? He's not out of control. It's Jay-Z.
He had Chappelle and Obama.
Yeah, right? That sounds about right. It's Jay-Z. Listen, man. Like at the end of the day, I appreciate it all, and this is not specific to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame or anything like that. But it's Jay-Z. Like, come on. Like, it's like to everybody. Like, start where this is another career arc, right? Yes, you can say that this person's this and this person's that, and this person would have, and this person this, everything.
Oh my gosh.
What? The Boom Boom chat room's got. What's wrong over there? Are you okay?
No, just
okay?
Somebody's buzzing to come into my house, and I think it's my son. But I'm like, he's finishing practice this late at night? That's wild. What's up, Denise? I just went live. You got your phone available? Or no?
This is trouble. I always have that phone available. Yeah. All right, hang on. I'm coming. Let me do this first. I'm gonna take my break now instead of taking my break after. So give me 2 seconds.
How was the day, Denise? Was all good? All I need in this life is sin was me and my girlfriend. Down to ride to the bloody end. Sean's taking a break, went to go get his phone, the one that makes him available to get online. I'm resting right now. This is how I rest, upright. Is there anything I should know for the big day tomorrow? Ooh, what's that? What's that? A Christmas Heineken? Looking professional. How about now? I can't hear you.
This thing's giving me trouble. Should I just, I can cut this and go straight to Instagram. But I don't know if I can get both phones going right now.
All right, well, you know what? We could just cut this one right now. Just call it a night. And we go switch over to Instagram.
All right.
All right. So
I'm gonna do that. So yes.
Pizza in the break room.
By
calling it a night, episode 15.
15?
Isn't it?
It's getting away from it now. That's brilliant. 15. Have we missed a week or are we done consecutive weeks?
Oh, we just been at it, bro. Have we missed a week?
I think we might have missed 1 week. But whatever. To me, that real sugar. Oh, hang on, everybody. Drama. All right, we're good.
Like, comment, subscribe. T the Hot Shot. Couture J.
Hit us up. We here.
It's in the break room.
Holla, holla. Big up.